Hey there, what's up everybody? Welcome to my channel on real home product reviews and do-it-yourself jobs. I am an obsessive handyman wannabe slash dad trying to save y'all money out there. In this video, we're going to be reviewing this dishwasher. If you're in the marketplace for a dishwasher, obviously there are lots of options. So let's see what this one is made of. I'll put a link in the description below for this specific model if you're interested, or a similar model. So the first thing we're going to do is just take a look at some of the options here. We've got several cycles, including quick, normal, auto, something called power blast, which gives it basically its full efforts, right? And of course you can set it to high temp, sanitize, and heated dry. Pretty much all customizable, except the quick mode, as we'll see. We'll actually test these out. You can see how well they clean. The quick mode, you are not able to use certain options with that. It's just, as the name implies, a quick mode. Quick visual tour for you. Let's open this up. You can see the where the soap goes, obviously. This little push button slides, basically releases it and it pops out. And your rinse aid right here. Pretty self-explanatory. Now I really like this, the interior of this. It's all metal, an all metal finish as opposed to plastic. And that helps retain some of the heat a little bit more. And the dishwasher is pretty quiet, I would say. There's another look at the interior. It's kind of a classy look on the inside. And you can Google, difference between plastic and metal interiors if you're interested, if that makes a difference to you. But I tend to prefer to opt for the metal interior if it's affordable. Here are the trays and the sliding mechanisms here. So nice, smooth gliding. No issues with snagging or hanging up or anything like that. So pretty high quality, I would say. Now it's not a top of the line dishwasher, of course, but it's definitely not a cheap one. Here's a look at how things plug in. Obviously it connects to the wall outlet and then your water line goes in. So let's get this baby working for you. We'll put in some dirty dishes and we'll set it to a couple of different cycles so you can see how well things clean. So I usually rinse things out. I do not like treating my dishwasher poorly. I like to be nice, so I usually rinse things out and get all that food off there before I put it in, letting it just kind of take care of the grease and whatnot, and saving use of the filter, right? But in this case, in this video, the purpose, of course, is to show you how well it cleans. So we'll keep some caked on food and whatnot in there. So we'll fill it 3/4 of the way full or so with soap. And the first test cycle we will do will be the quick mode. But you can see, press the cycle button and things kind of go through. Now quick is about an hour. You are not, as I mentioned earlier, able to do the high temp or the sanitize on the quick mode, only the heated dry option. Okay, we could of course rinse it for 7 minutes or so, or do the power blast. You can see the time difference jumping up there as we cycle through these options. But again, we're going to settle on the quick cycle. And we'll click the heated dry button and then start. Okay, things will obviously boot up. And an hour later, let's open it up and you can see, remember those items that we put in that were quite dirty. You can rewind to see which items those were. So let's take a look here. Remember this thing? You can still see some, it's not perfectly clean. But then again, I didn't scrub anything, remember? I just kind of put it in there. But a decent job, I suppose. And we've got a little something there. Definitely cleaned it, but it didn't necessarily rinse it all the way. And by the way, I hardly ever use the quick mode. I usually let this thing run during the night, so why am I interested in an hour job? But it's nice to know that if you do have to run it in an hour, if you clean things off and wipe things off, generally things are going to be clean. You can't expect to put dirty dishes in there. Oh, that got pretty clean. Look at that. You can't expect to put dirty dishes in there caked on and then on the quick mode have things, perfectly clean. That's the point of having that longer cycle, that power blast or the auto cycle. But you can see here it did a decent job, especially on the lower rack compared to the upper rack, I would say. All right, let's put some more dirty dishes in here. We're going to do a second cycle test here. So you can see, just to give you an idea of how I loaded this dishwasher up. Got lots of dirty items in there. Again, I didn't scrub. I just kind of put things down for the purposes of the video. Quite dirty. All right, so we will get some dishwashing detergent, some soap out, fill it up to about the same, kind of made a mess there, but about the same level as it was before. About 3/4 of the way full. And let's check out the cycle here. We're going to do an auto cycle, and we're going to have it high temp, sanitized, and heat dry. Now, obviously, that takes a good 4+ hours with those extra options turned on. So I would definitely run this overnight, and the next morning, open it up. You can see it said it's sanitized and clean. And let's take a look at what this thing did. Holy cow, that is sparkling clean. Look at that. Beautiful. Remember this one? Definitely clean. Again, you can go back and rewind and see, the pre and the post shot there. Look at that. So I am definitely loving this longer cycle here. That is just a little faded. That's a very old piece of plastic, but definitely clean. And everything is looking beautiful. And dry, too. That heated dry mechanism on this dishwasher is awesome. No water. Now, obviously, if you leave things right side up as opposed to upside down, it's going to collect water. But overall, a really efficient, awesome dishwasher. Highly recommended. And that's about it. Thank you so much. Hopefully this video has been helpful for you. If it has, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for being with me.